Hey Spuddies PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 in the tutorial series as France, where we're going to spend a little bit more time talking about the whys and the wheres and the ins and the outs of what we're doing. Let's go ahead and head down here and convert some more of this infantry over to the Alpine division. So we'll need more infantry equipment, but we will gain some other areas. And these Alpine divisions, I find, tend to be much better at holding these sorts of lines. Let's check our puppets to see what kind of state their manpower is in. I'd like to reserve that manpower. You've a little bit and you've a little bit. That's okay. You're allowed to have a little bit in reserve. Alright, the war will be breaking out very soon once Danziger War is triggered. We have plenty of money saved up. We did war propaganda against Japan, which gave us a decent amount of war support. Communist China has capitulated. We can now produce better anti-air, which is going to give us higher piercing. If we check our infantry divisions, now their piercing should be up to 30, which is a pretty decent amount. Definitely want the artillery upgrade. We definitely want these upgrades. Let's go ahead and make sure we're getting them. We are soon going to be at war, and that is going to be all we can do is try to beat the Germans. A lot of support equipment in reserve. And some free military factories. I think we just want to produce as many of these infantry equipments now to try to hold them back. Poland going to join the Allies? We're going to join the war. Are we really losing here? I'm surprised we're losing here. I guess our strength is quite low. What are we missing? Mostly towed artillery. Accept your call to arms. Total mobilization. And then a few days later we will do women in the workforce. So now almost our entire factory line is dedicated to... Our entire economy is essentially dedicated to producing equipment. How are we losing this? Shouldn't we be winning this? We have forts and stuff. Don't we have air superiority? Yeah, we do. Let's combine these together. Conjoin. Conjoin together, create a new fleet, take all of the submarines out. The rest of you guys can go ahead and do a search and destroy around Italy to keep them from being able to do much. The United States is going to send us Lend-Lease. Excellent. We are low on manpower. Naval Convoy Raider. Okay. Alright, available planes in reserve. Let's go ahead and get these guys on the line over here. I really am quite surprised that I'm losing this fight, considering I have a decryption advantage and I have terrain advantage and forts and all sorts of things going in my favor. Let's make sure we're micromanaging people to, particularly these mountaineers, to be helping. Yes, you may join the war. Around Maginot. Well, I have extended the Maginot, so you're shit out of luck, buddy. Another research slot. Let's instantly start improving our infantry. We need to get more factories. Oh, right. I have this colonial thing that I forgot to send off. Go ahead and do that. How do we not have superiority here? And we should. We have lots of allied ships. Let's make sure we have our entire navy over there. Where are you? I wish it would tell me where they were. Southeast Asia. Where are you guys? Oh. Bad supply here. Yeah, that makes sense. Can you guys be aggressive, please? Okay, research-wise, we need to fight a war. Let's improve our artillery. We're winning that fight. You need to stay there. Let's get you moved in here to help defend a bit. You can see that's very nice because we have the AA helping us. All of our divisions can pierce, even though we shouldn't really be able to. But the AA is helping, and any sort of air stuff they try to pull on us, all of our troops will be able to shoot down air units. Oh, we need to watch out there. Can you guys, a couple of you do a counterattack? A couple of you get down here to assist. Now the counterattack will have the advantage of forcing them to be in multiple combats, which means they might take a little bit more damage as we try to get troops down here to assist. China capitulated. We're still losing here. That hurts. Can't remove you. Strategically redeploy to there. I guess I can move you there. Italy is the one that's going to be real hard to hold. I mean, we don't take a huge amount of damage. We have a lot of defense, and we're dishing out a decent amount. Like, if we look at the kill graph, we've lost like 8k, they've lost 40k, which is exactly where we want to be. Now, it would be really nice if England were feeling helpful and wanted to, you know, actually help me. That would be quite nice. But I doubt Doubt they will. So now we need to make sure we do women in the workforce. That is going to hurt our stability, but it will make sure our recruitable population stays fairly high. Okay, now the big test is going to be when we fight the Germans. Are they doing a force attack or something? I think they might be doing a force attack because they're not taking damage. Let's make sure we do a last stand here. You guys should probably attack. See if we can find the right division. Yeah, this one. Let's do a last stand. It'll make it easier for us to hold this line. We won't take as much damage. We will lose some war support from people dying, but it's okay. What it'll mean is it kind of basically directly counters their usage of that. It means they're going to just take a huge amount of casualties from this force attack. I feel like Last Stand kind of counters it a little bit. Need more troops in this city. We're holding pretty well. How are we doing over here? Are we fighting well? Yeah, we're shredding the Italian Navy. What's it down to? 119 boats. We've lost a little bit, but I think we're coming out ahead. Where are you guys? Let's go ahead and disband you. You guys are doing what you need to. Let's make some new air wings. This is close air support, interwar fighters, naval bombers, tactical bombers. Let's make 100 of these. We're going to assign them to the Alpine region, set to strategically bomb their infrastructure there. Give them a few minutes here to deploy. It'll take a while for them to deploy. Can you get into this tile and help defend? We're slightly over our combat width, but... Wait, there's people here with no... Why are you here? Just retreat. Oh, I guess I can't retreat on a last stand, can I? Makes sense. Let's make sure we just have an order so you can build up a planning bonus should we ever want to attack. It's unlikely that we will attack, but having the planning bonus isn't bad if we ever need to do some sort of counterattacks and stuff like that. It'll mean any counterattacks we do will be more effective. Naval combat over here. I think we should be winning this. Yeah, look at that. We're sinking a lot of their ships. We're losing some of ours, but we're sinking a lot more. Okay, there's the fall of Warsaw. Now, here's the really worrying thing, is when the Germans get here with their true army. We are entrenched heavily, but you can see here, we've killed 80,000 troops of the Italians already. So... the Alpine region, they have a lot of enemy fighters trying to shoot down my bombers, which is good, because they'll have a hard time killing them. And the important thing is, we'll be doing some damage to their infrastructure, which will make them have a harder time attacking. Oh, okay, this is bad. You're going there. Let's get another mountain troop in there. Why are we losing so hard? Because they have 176 division width fighting. Luxembourg has capitulated. We have a lot of army experience now. Let's go ahead and edit these Laos colonials, or Laos colonials, add engineer companies to them. That will significantly increase the demand for these, but what it will mean is we can entrench heavier. We're also going to go to our divisions of infantry and add engineer companies to them. That will give us better entrenchment as well. Again, that is going to make the demands for support equipment a lot higher in my army, but it's going to make us better at defending, I think. So I'm willing to make that little sacrifice. There's some resistance to occupation. Let's make sure we have it set to gentlest. And you guys should keep going. Do I have anyone to take this line? I guess I could, in theory, do that, but I want to make sure any of these guys get experience. No! God damn it. I hate when that happens. Because now he's going to be reassigned for 90 days or something stupid. 15 days. But you know what I mean. I hate when I accidentally click off the leaders. Okay, nobody has anything yet. These tanks are my crisis units. So I need them positioned throughout the front lines to be ready to help defend. They have a lot of people pushing that province. But this is extremely expensive for the Italians. Yeah, please send me support equipment. That would actually be incredible. Even if it is only 140 or so a month. Yeah, I know. But you're just cavalry. It's fine. So the important thing is that we got control of this so the Italians no longer get the benefits from it. And I wonder, did they actually unlock the oil here? They didn't, interestingly enough. This cavalry is going to go help fight down in Ethiopia and stuff later. Alright, Belgium is now officially in the war. Good luck, Belgium. Belgium is going to fall and we are not going to help them. We are letting them die. Let's have a look. So we lost a lot of destroyers, a lot of carriers. I think we came out ahead there. They lost 50 destroyers, we lost 20. We lost 1 cruiser. They lost 2 battleships, a battle cruiser. Yeah, I think we came out way ahead there. In fact, if we click on Italy and right-click them and have a look at their navy, they're down to 66 ships compared to my 130. Yeah, so we came out pretty good there. Sorry, buddies, these are on your own. Alright, let me see if I can make sure. We need to be very careful about managing these combats. So enemy has air superiority here and here. That's fine. There's more naval combat going on here. Really, we're only really worried about air superiority over France. That's the most important thing. We will eventually, hopefully, liberate the Belgians and the Dutch, but for now, we've got to watch our own skin. How much are we missing of reinforcements? Let's see. Or sorry, reinforcements is we are missing quite a bit of manpower. Is that vassal manpower we're missing? Have a look here. You need to get up to extensive conscription, lads. See, they're building up factories and stuff. That's good. A little bit of fighting going on here should be useful. Yes, please send me more support equipment. I need that. Poland lost a lot to the Germans. Now, we are losing But we have killed an awful lot of Italians. This cavalry is going to be useful. Okay, we're mostly holding. Sorry, Belgium. You're on your own, lads. I don't know why you're sending. The Dutch East Indies are coming to help, I guess. It's okay. Looks like there's a naval combat going on. We have caught out their fleet. Hopefully we can do a lot of damage to them. Alright, let's get these cavalry assigned to the African front. Let's see if we can't make something happen down here. So they'll get strategically redeployed and hopefully take care of this African front and make a difference down there. Let's go ahead and stop attacking here. And we will give you a leader, just for the sake of having a leader on you. Make you fall back. Okay, another naval battle is happening, that's fine. This is where I'm really worried about things could go poorly. Right, these guys are going back to repair. It's okay. Uh, 36%. Can you get in there and help? And we'll get one of you in here to help as well. Can you get in there to help? Okay, we're holding. If we lose a single province in any of these front lines, it's going to result in a cascade failure, so we need to be ready. We need to be ready. There goes the Netherlands. We should still have their Dutch East Indies troops. The British are here to help. USSR occupies eastern Poland. Our hope is that we can defend. I don't know if I'm going to be able to defend this, but we made the effort, you know? I do want to be training more of these. If I can get more troops, it would be good. See, having air superiority is a big deal. Yeah, we have air superiority, which is hurting their attack power. Right here. We have all the combat width we can fit in there. And in here. In fact, we're slightly over width. I'm tempted to do another last stand here. Sure. It'll mean we take less damage, and there goes Belgium. So now things are wide open. And see, because we're entrenched in forts, we have a lot of defense. That entrenchment is giving us a 30% attack and defense bonus. And these are green troops. They'll be better once they have been in combat a little bit. All right, let's have a look. Where's the green troops? These guys are mostly green, but as they fight, they'll pick up experience. So as you can see, We're holding. We don't quite have the piercing value. It's okay though, because they don't have a whole lot of attack. We're still doing a lot of damage to them. Okay, we need like 2 more guys to join in there. It's taking consistent damage. How are we doing over here? The entrenchment is making a big difference. Denmark has joined the war. Alright, what we need to check now is, let's see, how many have we killed? Alright, we've already killed 130k. We're starting to do damage to these guys. We're starting to lose troops. But we are definitely killing more than we are losing. They're at limited conscription as well, so we just need to try to survive. We've got more and more factories coming out. Let's make sure we're repairing as many of these as we can. Don't care about these though. More military factories, please. Let's work on both of these at the same time. 150 days, 185 days. We're slightly over our combat width, which is giving us a pretty hefty penalty. You can't retreat though, that's the problem. How are we doing? Alright, we're doing okay. We've turned France into a fortress. That's good. Okay, so these are where we want them to be. These guys could for sure use support artillery and engineers, so we'll edit those. We'll train a couple of those and we'll make them high priority. Alright, you know what we'll do? We'll convert one of these guys. How about you? Combat with. Can you dive in there and help? We're holding. Just barely. Where's that 9 stack? Can't really put you in this army, can I? I guess you, in theory, don't need to be in this. I'd much rather have these guys underneath this guy. Nobody's really ready for promotions. Sure, we'll take an armor officer here, Charles de Gaulle. Go for it. I know he was supposed to be in charge of these guys, but I just need his stats to help out. How's our cavalry doing? Hey, we're doing. Not doing terrible at all. Our navy is repairing. Okay, so our goal here is to try to just hold for as long as possible. I could do war bonds. It would bring me down to 5% civ factories. It would unlock a few. But I don't think that's worth it. I think what we want to save up for is improved worker conditions to try to bring up our stability. If we have more stability, we will be able to produce more in the long term. Okay. Now, out of curiosity, how are these doing? We are currently winning. We have a bunch of casts fighting. Excellent. Really, really great. You can see we're doing lots of damage to enemy divisions. That's helping slow us down. And we're even doing that up here as well. We have that really nice air superiority, making it harder for them to attack. Now, I am worried about this border with Spain. That's going to have to be something we deal with later. This is a constant problem. They just keep throwing units into here. They don't do a whole lot of damage to us, and it's burning their manpower very, very quickly. Need to reinforce these areas. Okay, let's make sure we're not losing anything up here. Yeah, they're still probing our attacks. We need to keep building up our power. We're going to go in here and edit our close air support. We want it to have better agility, engines, and reliability, and 90 experience will get us that. And so that'll get us a little bit of air attack, a little bit of ground attack. So it'll do slightly more damage. Ideally, we want to get up to here. That'll make the 10% better, but we need a lot more experience. We might actually just wait for that, because we're getting a lot of experience every day from the fighting. Okay, it might be worth my while after I get these to pretty much just go on to construction repair. Forever, so that we can repair our factories and infrastructure really quickly. We're holding. Our entrenchment is I think what's making the difference. No matter what they do, they just take so much damage. And they can't do any damage because they have air superiority. We have a decryption advantage as well, which is helping. They keep attacking over and over, but yeah, I don't think it's going to help them get through. Now, they do have a huge war economy that's going to be very hard for us to sustain against in the long term, because they can just bleed us dry of equipment. But I'm optimistic we'll be able to. What have we got in reserve? Could I go up to... What are you? Could I go up to 300 here safely? On both of these? Yeah, let's try 300. That'll give us even more air superiority. The tactical bombers are hopefully cutting off their infrastructure over here. I can't tell, but you never know. Okay, they're continuing to attack. Can you go reinforce there? You reinforce there. We're holding. They can't do too much to me. You get in there to help. It is construction. Alright. Do we need extraction? Probably not. We could use this for the research time. We're getting artillery. I'd like to get this for ground support. Make my close air support better. But I think I'd also like to get these techs. So I'll get started with the atomic research, since it's faster. And we have a tech boost for it. Alright, we are holding unread naval combat. Unfortunately, that is the wrong. You need to delay them if you can. There's Algeria and France. Let's do colonial industry, and we want those military factories that we get from that as well. Okay, they keep trying to attack here. They have a lot of soft attack, but we have an incredible amount of entrenchment. Yeah, we are missing carrier fighters, but that's okay. Doesn't mean our carriers are a little bit useless right now, but we've just got far more important stuff to worry about. Still got a surplus of close air support. Got a pretty big deficit of most of our equipment. Gonna cancel a couple of these infantry lines to free up some equipment to resupply. Okay, we're holding pretty well. I'm worried about this fight here. Let's move one of my colonials over. Let's get this tank in to counterattack. You can see they're getting that planning bonus. We are hurting their with air superiority, but they just do so much damage. Their divisions are massive. 170 soft attack base compared to these divisions, like what, 60? Yeah, they must have a lot of artillery slapped in there. But we're getting a lot of kills, and we're doing a lot of kills efficiently. We've killed 200,000 Italians. Well, they must be getting ready to go to the next level of manpower law. Yeah, they're already up there. Alright, that's good. Burnt some of their manpower. So, how's this counterattack? Do you think it's going to help? I think it might. Let's get you moved across here. The purpose of this counterattack is to just do a bit of damage. Okay, we forced them to cancel their attack. It's exactly what we wanted. Okay, how are we holding over here? These provinces are just getting constantly hammered. Now the good news is, even though they're constantly getting hammered, they have like no ability to really break through here. Let's move you in to support. Bit of naval combat here. Okay, looks like it's mostly the British fighting. We have a couple of fleets that need to heal up as far as I can tell. You guys are going to be on convoy raiding. Like this. Try and catch any of their convoys that are going out this far. And what about you guys over here? You guys are going to be on convoy escort in here for me along the coast of Africa. Then we've got another group of submarines. They're going to be on convoy raiding with generally Italy in mind. And you guys are going to be on convoy raiding to the north of Germany. Prevent them from being able to transport anything. Cripple their empire, hopefully. Let's see, we got any other fleets free? We've got these East Asias. We've got the Southern France fleet of subs. Gonna set them to do convoy raiding. Sure, we'll try to make a... Oh, you guys already have a mission, eh? Okay, that's fine. Let's get you in there to hold that tile. We are wearing them down. They're taking a lot of damage. That base soft attack is just insane, though. Yeah, they just have so much artillery. That's what's really giving them the advantage here. How are we doing on promotions? We have a promotion over here. He's an infantry leader. We're going to be taking ambusher. This gives us even more entrenchment and gives us a recon bonus while entrenched. And that is on this guy down here is in the main fighting front. So these guys are going to start entrenching even more, which is really, really good. Right? That's... Oh, I've got the wrong guy selected. You can see here they can entrench all the way up to 72% thanks to that entrenchment bonus. So if we can prevent these guys from being attacked for a short period of time, they might actually be able to get their entrenchment bonus up to the point where they can actually just not be touched. Well, at least that's the hope, right? Okay, they've got a lot of divisions in here. Get more of these colonial guys in to help. So these guys are going to slowly entrench up to a level that'll make it very difficult for them to stop me. Or to break through, rather. Now we're just doing a very gentle attack here. More importantly, what it means is some of these guys are in multiple combats, so they're going to take just that little bit more damage. Let's grab you and move you over as well. I wish the AI was better about managing defensive fronts, but it's really something you have to micromanage yourself, or the AI will just completely falter for you. Unless you're counter-attacking. But in terms of defense, it's quite easy to manage. As long as you can keep the front relatively small and easy to manage. And we're doing a little bit of an attack here. Mostly these tanks, again, they're just for doing damage. These guys can't penetrate me. So we're just getting that little bit of damage in and hopefully preventing them from attacking. Okay, let's stop that now. We almost have the command score to do another desperate defense. Eventually they should stop attacking. They'll just be like, oh god, we've just burnt so much of our manpower attacking that we need to stop. Okay, let's have a look here. We've burnt a lot of their manpower. We're holding. Now, the big worry is Spain back here. Alright. Thanks. Okay. Okay, I managed to save all my troops. They should be able to hold this crossing for basically ever. Because they're going to be doing amphibious invasion penalties. I don't think I'm going to be able to do any sort of naval invasion stuff on Italy. I'm a little bit preoccupied with making sure that my home country survives. I killed some of their subs, I killed some of their destroyers. There's a battle going on here. Okay. We got some Italian subs. Good, good, good. Convoy raider. Damn, they killed one of my raider, my thingies. Alright, that's worth it actually. We killed a battle cruiser for a few planes. Let's have a look here. Light tanks, fighters. We have a lot of fighters built up. Mostly worried about close air support. Okay, we almost have the experience to do a meaningful upgrade to our CAS here. Although I might wait until I research the next level of CAS. Because we are about ready to research that now. Just to wait for improved artillery upgrades to finish. Okay, let's move you guys across. Let's make sure we have more divisions holding this line. Now, where are those guys at? Yeah, here's here. Well, you should see these guys. No, sorry. These guys are going to start getting a lot of experience from all this fighting they're doing. Or they're going to have, like, just be super, super elite. Even these guys here are going to build up a lot of experience. But in particular, these guys, because they're just being attacked so much. They'll slowly build up the experience. Okay, naval combat here. These are our submarines hunting down German thingies. And we've got some more of our subs in here hunting down these guys. Great. Okay. Alrighty. We're holding this province pretty well. The entrenchment level we're getting in here now is starting to become ridiculous. To the point where you guys aren't really entrenched. Let's see. Is anyone entrenched? Yeah, I think their entrenchment here has just been broken because this has been under attack for so much that actually getting any entrenchment in here is basically impossible. But this guy right here, he's a 69% entrenchment bonus, which is incredible. Basically means you're never getting through them. So that's what you got to do if you want to hold the line. You want to get lots of entrenchment. The way to counter this is to drop like a line of paratroopers behind me, or drop paratroopers on my victory points. Like if you were playing in multiplayer, this would be pretty easy to counter. Mainly just have medium tanks massed up and use them to punch through with motorized pouring in the gap. But against the AI, this seems to work quite well. I'm going to do improved worker conditions because I want that stability to go up. That's going to mean more factory output. It's going to mean less civilian factories dedicated to things I don't care about. Let's go ahead and improve this. The Midi-Pyrenees. Don't care about repairs. Much rather just get more military factories on the go. How am I with resources? Still good. I might have to start doing a little bit of research into resource production. Okay. Now they're starting to get serious about breaking this province. See, the medium tanks are doing the heavy lifting here. Can't pierce them yet. Till we have the AA. What's their piercing? What's their armor? 30. Don't quite have the piercing for that. But we got reinforcements here just in time, which is great. Improved artillery. Okay, so we have our artillery improved. I really like to get the next level of close air support because, as you can see here, these two have about the same service manpower and the production cost is only 2 more. But this one has almost 50% more ground attack, 60% more naval attack, 4 more air attack and 2 more air defense and a decent amount more agility. So the advantage of having this will be to do a lot better. Now the only downside is I'd really like to get a CAS. Okay, well I don't have a design company that affects my CAS, so that's not a big deal. We'll go ahead and start building the LN Noirport. It has a decent amount more range, but it's really not a whole lot more production for a lot more stats. And that's why we're also going to be saving up our air experience to immediately create a variant of that, which I think is a little bit dumb. I feel like certain equipment should build up experience with a piece of equipment that allows you to modify it itself, like for a cheaper cost or something like that. I don't know. That's probably a lot of data to track. All right, they're fighting. They got 120 width in here. It means we need more dudes to frog march over here. A lot of breakthrough here on this Panzer division, but our entrenchment is helping. Well, what's their hardness? 39%. So they're still taking a lot of soft attack damage. Okay, there's my People's Army. We will be taking infantry offensive. This will give my infantry a lot of recovery rate. It'll also give me a lot of reinforce rate too, which means my troops are going to be better at actually defending. So now I'm pretty confident that this guy can actually hold this alone because we have the massive amount of entrenchment going on here. They should pretty much find it impossible to attack here. So I could probably pull these 11 troops off the border and get them assigned over to here, which I think I will do, and that'll free up de Gaulle. And we'll take one of these and assign them here as well. And then you guys are going to go on the Spanish border. So let's grab these guys, delete their order, tell them, hey, your job is to hold this line. Alright. What's your defense on these things? Very little defense, but enough to be worth maybe using in the defense here. So they should be pretty much at the point where they're like, ugh, I don't see a reason to attack here because these guys are just so heavily entrenched that they're basically untouchable. So you're entrenched up to a 72% bonus, which is going to make it basically impossible to attack us. Oh, well, they're going to try anyway. You can see we have a whopping 900 attack, and because we're entrenched at 42% on this particular division, let's see if we can find this guy. This is the 67% entrenched, which gives us a 42% attack bonus, which means these guys are going to take an absurd amount of damage. But we need to watch out because if they're using the commander skill, what I'd really like is to get Trickster and Guerrilla Fighter maybe, or something like that. Skilled Staffer wouldn't be bad either. I don't know. Well, he already has all the assignable traits he can get. I'd really like him to get him Mountaineer, though. Oh, he has Mountaineer. That's great. Sure, we're holding here. Naval combat. Ouch. They caught me. Killed some of my subs. Subs are pretty cheap, so I don't mind losing them. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, we should be able to hold the Italian front for a very long time. Let's have a look here. Infantry equipment. We've got a small deficit of infantry equipment, but I think generally speaking we're recovering. Now, you're fighting. Does your entrenchment reduce every day you're in combat? No, it actually doesn't. That's excellent. These guys are not as entrenched as they should be. Yeah, that's why they're seeing it as a viable attack target. Similarly, these guys are not fully entrenched either. %42 attack boosts. It's very nice. Yeah, the recon bonus here is a problem. And his leader has the skill advantage. We do have the decryption advantage and air support and forts in our favor. But these medium tanks are a problem. How much piercing have you guys got? Yeah, really not enough. What we need to do is add recon. I think I'm going to pull out the support artillery, since we have line artillery. It's really going to hurt our soft attack though. I don't think we can do that yet. How many guns are we lacking? Well, our infantry are slowly getting stronger. So are the Germans, but hopefully ours are getting stronger at a pace where we can hold them. Entrenchment is making a huge difference. It's a thing of beauty. We're holding them off so hard. They can do almost no damage to us. Heinz-Guderium. Ooh, there goes our attack. We are over our combat width. That is not good. The weather. What is the weather in here? Mud. Let's delete your orders and give you a frontline order here too. It just goes down to there. It'll be fine. Naval combat. Ouch. You guys not like getting any scores hits on this guy at all? He just completely annihilated you? Okay. Let's go ahead and rejoin this combat. See if you can fight their tanks. May as well have my tanks fighting here. The mud. It's a problem. Nice. We should be doing insane damage to these guys while taking very little ourselves. If we have a look at the... Yep, see there, we've killed 150,000. We've only lost 120,000 ourselves, and we've killed nearly 400k Italians. They must be getting... We're chewing up their population. This is a problem. Let's get these tanks in here to help. That's what these guys are here for, to respond to emergencies. These guys should be taking a lot of damage though. Yellow. Our planes are helping. See, our bombers are still being annoying. Mostly we're looking to slow those down. Hopefully distract their air units. Oh, hello. Somehow we can see their whole coastline. Okay. Oh, hello. Australia. Good job. I'll keep them distracted. Okay, they're starting to get more aggressive. They're wearing down our... tanks are quite good, but the mud is really killing our damage. Terrain. Urban, right? Yeah, nice. It's gonna hurt their attack. Our air support is completely shredding them. These are pretty hard targets, though. We might need AT guns at some point. Infantry equipment is a problem. Yeah, you should really stop training. I mean, I know it's not going to make a huge difference, but every gun counts at this point, to the point where we're going to disband this to get some of those guns returned to the stockpile. You can see they're attacking across the whole front now. Now, we don't have a plan to counterattack. That would be silliness, but we're currently in the 17th of January 1940. If we just check... Control T. When did France surrender in World War II? France surrendered on June the 22nd, 1942. 1940? Something like that, so we have to try to last longer than that. Now, we are burning up the German manpower and equipment. They have a lot of factories, and we are slowly getting more. The Italians are going to be someone we break. I'm hoping. Oof. Yeah, they have just so much more air and land than us. We need a lot more factories. The colonial industry is going to help. And we are producing several lines of factories at a time. And we're getting more factories every day that goes by. And soon, I think we'll go up to 30 here. And then 6 on each of these. That's 35, sorry. 30 on this, 6 on each of these. I think that brings us to a nice number. And yeah, let's have a look at the... Do I have... Really? You're only 9? Huh. Really? These are really cheap. Medium tanks. Definitely want to get some medium tanks on the go. To have something that can fight the Germans a little bit. going to be important. These medium tanks. Right, I'm going to call that the end of the episode, though. I think we're holding pretty well. I'm a little bit worried about this province. And keep in mind that the really delicate thing that we have going on here is if we lose a single province, that's it. We're done for. It's all over for us if we lose a single province. And we also need to keep an eye out for if the Germans decide to attack Switzerland. Because if they attack Switzerland, that's going to be bad. Because Switzerland are not going to be prepared for war. They do have a lot of factories. But yeah, we're in pretty good shape so far, I'd say, considering we've been at war since, you know, November, September or something like that. We've killed 200,000 Germans, and we've killed nearly 400,000, well, just over 400,000 Italians. So I think we're doing pretty well. We've also got a big battle going on here in Africa, and we seem to be doing pretty well down here too. Thanks to this lovely cavalry. Now, cavalry isn't amazing, but the advantage of cavalry is that it's cheap, it's light, and it can get the job done. You know, I can just keep attacking and attacking and attacking and mass up, and it doesn't take up a whole lot of supply, so it's easy to keep these units supplied here. And whereas these colonial divisions, maybe it's a little bit harder to keep them supplied. Anyway, look, I'm rambling on. I'm getting addicted to the game. Let's okay. We lost a destroyer. We lost a submarine. I like to check these just to get an overview of who's losing more. Okay, we're losing a lot of submarines, but they're losing big ships, which is good. Lost a lot of planes there. Lost a lot of convoys. We're losing some subs. A couple of destroyers here and there. Okay, these guys should be out of supply now. Oh no, there's a port there. Never mind. In Sardinia. Whoops, I thought this was the last port on the island. But this does mean I could theoretically transport more units over here. So defending against the Spanish is going to be something that needs to happen, because they are for sure going to attack me at some point. They're going to join the Axis, and I'm not going to be ready for it. Okay, I'm going to call that the end of this episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel. And remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that, I want to say I love you all very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.